Hello there, internet dwellers. Welcome back to another video. Now, you may have noticed the quality is a little bit different. Maybe this is like that episode of SpongeBob where the closer I get, like you can see the really fine HD details of the pores. Look at this. Oh! Look, this is zoomed all the way in, by the way, guys. Let me zoom out for you. Hang on a sec. Look at that. You can see basically my whole freaking... You can see where this is connected to, look. Look how shoddy that is. I have no space on my table to connect this mic cam, so I have to connect it to a freaking thing here. And yes, this is a caravan, guys, in my parents' back garden. This is the dream right here. You see this? Look at this. I can stretch out my arms and still be in the shot. That's absolutely insane. So yes, this is my new camera. I'm still getting used to it. I don't know how long I can record for without it cutting off. My old camera used to cut off at 30 minutes. We shall see what happens when this gets to 30 minutes, if it does get to 30 minutes. But you know what? I wanted to test out this camera and do some content. So I thought, you know what? There's some good horrors that I've been seeing in my subscription feed recently. So the first video we're going to be looking at, guys, is by Nunza. And this is called Five Nights at Freddy's 2 Withered Night. I mean, it's looking like one of those creepy ones, like the really, really disturbing ones. I know like Fnaf VHS in itself is supposed to be disturbing, but there's the ones where it's super disturbing, and there's just like the hauntedness. I don't know how to explain that. If you're a fan of the Fnaf VHS, you'll know where I'm coming from. There's a massive difference between, say, Valox and, let's say, what was that creator who literally just shows freaking Spring Bonnie cutting off someone's head. I forgot what they're called, but that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? There's levels to this. There's lots of levels to it. So after the toy animatronics were taken away due to technical issues, something else turned its focus to the old models left in parts and service. Jeremy ignored the warning signs from the first two nights and returned for another shift. That decision ended everything. Okay, I want to know what the signs were. And if he was just being like a typical protagonist in a horror film, or if they literally were just like, oh, that's a little bit weird, but whatever. Oh my god, they're using the Silent Hill. I recognize that sound anywhere. Is that Silent Hill 3? Silent Hill 4, maybe. Oh, yikes. That's not fun, is it, guys? You have one new message. Hey Jeremy, nice work making it this far. Quick up like the cupboard. I don't know why they sound like this. This is ridiculous. The company sent these toy animatronics back to the factory tonight. They found some problems with their systems, so you won't see them around the building. The old animatronics are still in parts and services. They're not supposed to move. They barely work anymore. If they move a little, it's the chains messing around. Old metal does that. Does it though? Haha, trust me, they're not going anywhere. But keep an eye on the room from time to time. It should be a quiet night with the toys out of the building. If anything acts up, just log in on your tablet and we'll check it in the morning. Alright, thanks. That's all. Good luck tonight, Jeremy. Scott, the funny employee. Cheers, Scott. Appreciate that, man. Ooh, look at this. Now that's quite cinematic right there, guys. The fan has never looked even more cinematic ever. I'm liking these angles. Wow, the music box is already open, and it's just turned 12 AM. This guy's in for a rough night. Alright, the fact that they've had to put bars on this door that looks like a freaking fire exit door to begin with is concerning. If this big metal door isn't enough to keep them out, what is these little 2x4 wooden blocks going to do? Do you know what I mean? That's ridiculous. And look at them, guys. Are they meant to just be stood there like that? Hey, hello, Shadow Bonnie. Oh, okay, so Shadow Bonnie has the power to just dissolve things in this reality, apparently. That's good to know. Why not just dissolve the door in the first place? Oh, wow, look at that. That's kind of creepy, isn't it, guys? What's the puppet going to look like? Oh my god, it's faceless. They're not supposed to be moving. Dude, this guy's going on a freaking 5K run. Look at him. It's only been 15 minutes. Get me out of there. Jeremy, you made a bad decision coming back. I like the, just how it looks. I take that back. Something wants you to stay, doesn't want you leaving, won't let you go. Okay. Well, you know, I've got a family to get back to, Freddy. Wants your soul. Oh, is that golden Freddy? What? I thought there's already souls in there. Why would you want more? We're coming for it. Well, I'm Ginger, so good luck with that. You're not going to find one, buddy. Ew, why is there a hand wrapped around Freddy? Foxy, you are looking way too excitable, bro. Ew. My goodness. Ew, why does it look like that? You're meant to survive until 6 AM? Good luck, mate. Oh, look, there's a little poster there. Is that meant to be like that? Okay, there we go. Sorry, I thought that the display wasn't showing properly. No one's coming. Think again. It ends here. When you're the first to fall asleep at a sleepover, and all your bros are stood around you butt naked, peeing on you. You remember that, guys, don't you? You had that happen to you as well. Good times, guys. Oh, okay, they're dead. Straight up dead. Lovely. Oh, you see a little hand coming out. Is that meant to be... That looks like a robot hand. Nice. Jeremy, you silly, silly boy. He was never found again? Well, how'd you he was taken somewhere unknown. Whatever he was is gone. Ew! What? Whoa! It's still hungry? What is that thing? Someone hanging. The big tentacle monster. Oh, here's the toy animatronics. I'm guessing this is a teaser for the next one. Yeah, this isn't going to be fun, is it? Eyes appear. Nope. So they were being repaired, apparently, but the old ones were left. Wait, those are candies. That's Five Nights at Candy's, right? Right, okay, so that's their next tease, I guess. They're going to do the Five Nights at Candy's next. That'll be interesting. I do love, like, the artistic rendition, like the different artistic renditions of the FNAF animatronics, and like each creator I find that does FNAF VHS content want to show a certain theme maybe, or like something that stands out above the rest. Like for example, the theme of this is just complete and utter horror. Like these guys are actively seeking this night guard, wanting to kill him, which is the same, but I mean it shows more in this, if you know what I mean. It's like, that is our whole premise, obviously. When the animatronics see like a human, they're like, oh, what are you doing outside of your shell? And they'll stuff you inside a suit. But these guys, it feels more sinister than that. Like, they're doing it not because they think you're out of your suit, but because they know who you are and they want to make you suffer. So that was Nunza, guys. Go check them out in the description down below. They will be linked in the order that I watch them. So I always implore you guys to watch alongside me in a muted tab, just so you give these guys watch time. But yeah, that was Nunza. Keep up the good work, Nunza. And let's move on to the next video. So the next video is actually going to be a set of 2 videos. So I believe chapter 5, I didn't even play chapter 4 of Poppy Playtime is out. They do like these little tapes beforehand. I know that there was like an actual reveal trailer for chapter 5, but these are like backstories of things that were happening in the background, if you know what I mean. Like, so things you don't see in the game, but it's like it deepens the lore. if that makes sense. So these are called, it's called the restricted series. I don't know if it's a series, but they're both called restricted conditioning and restricted condemnation. So I believe this one's about catnap. Is that its name? Let's just get into it. Here we go. This is by Mob Entertainment, the creators of Poppy Playtime. So let's get in. And there we have it. This was the last chapter that I played.
What is your
right?
name?
I think chapter 3 was this.
What is your experiment number?
Because then now there was that other one that I haven't played. It looks like it's got a really weird face. Come here and find out. Come here and find out. In relation to experiment 1188 catnap, original expiration is that expiry date or 11/07/1990? Subject birth name Theodore Gramble. Oh, wasn't that what's happening in this Poppy Playtime? Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't there like an orphanage inside the thing itself, and they were experimenting on the kids? And it's kind of similar to FNAF in the sense that there's children inside of these mascots, but not in the sense of like it was done by a serial killer or whatever. Hang on, let's just read. 11/22/1990, subject 1188 was sent for reconditioning following an incident which resulted in the death of 6 staff and injury of 8 others. I have no idea what they're up to, but this sounds nefarious, doesn't it? From the beginning, it was clear 1188 would need extensive treatment.
It feels weird seeing them like this.
Like what?
Like feral? I don't know.
Feral?
I hardly recognize him.
Preston, if I didn't know you, I'd say you sounded like a new guy.
What do you mean? What do these guys, what are they doing? What are they actually doing here?
Does it ever bother you the way they act after we...
After you what? Oh, man.
No, not really.
These guys are heartless. What's going on?
Work's important.
Oh. Total treatment time 49 days. What does treatment involve?
I know it's important, Newman, but you can't deny the cost is... well, there is a cost.
You just can't dwell on it. The trick is to stay focused. Besides, if Grace's treatment plan here works, 1188 won't be feral for long.
Okay, but why is he like that in the first place? Why is there like a kid there in the first place?
What is your name?
Theodore.
Yes, your name, please.
Oh, do they want them to say catnap? I don't know what they're doing here, but it's obvious that there's a kid involved. The kid is somehow inside catnap right now, and the conditioning that they speak of is simply... it's like Game of Thrones with Theon Greyjoy, where Ramsay Bolton just completely strips him of his humanity in a way and breaks his mind and names him Reek. It's like, no, you're not Theon anymore, you're Reek. And it's like he tortures him into believing that, and then he just completely strips away who he was before. Why are they doing that to children? What's happening here? Why would they do that? It's like Resident Evil, when they just like create these biomutants. Oh dear, you're dead. Yeah, rightly deserved as well. That's what you get for freaking messing up kids. Okay, so this is 5 years after that. So let's just see what happens. 8/8/1995, so that's what, August?
Things are quiet out there. Not sure if that's good or bad.
Someone will come for us. We just need to sit tight.
Oh, hang on a sec. I remember something about this. Or am I misremembering? No, I think I'm getting 2 analog horrors mixed up where it was Vita Canis I'm thinking of, where they're trapped in like a server room and like they set fire to it or something.
They'll send a team, specialists probably. It's going to be one hell of a cleanup operation.
Yeah, what is that? All you? These guys just they lack empathy.
When we get back to that lift, it should be a straight shot to the surface.
But back here, see? Does bio even connect to the executive lift? I don't think it does. Maybe diagram all four, the service shaft to the...
Look at that big-ass handprint there.
No, all four is facing east. This is backwards.
It can't be backwards.
Who is that?
It has to connect to this map can't be right.
Is this the last chapter? Is this like based on the prototype? Because that's the big bad in Poppy
Once we're out,
Playtime, right?
Where will you go?
Well, I suppose I'd owe my wife a few explanations, wouldn't I? Not
Like
that
what?
that
You're pregnant.
Makes up for anything.
At least you have a life to go back to. Growing up in play care, running back as soon as I had my degree. My entire life was here.
Wow, that sucks.
That's
Sad?
Yeah.
I never thought about it that way. Not until this.
well, maybe this is what we get.
This is what you
All
get.
we've done for
For what? What did that just say?
for
Oh, go back. Have been persuaded to stay. Quitting. Okay. New play care schedule comes in. So people were wanting to quit, but they were persuaded to stay. By persuaded, what do you mean?
You don't have anything to apologize for. We were doing good work. It's not your fault this all blew up in our faces.
but
Oh, the what incident? The theater something incident? You know, I can usually read these back better when I'm editing it through, but for some reason when it's full screen like this, it's hard to... the disappearings, the something... all are connected. Hang on. Can you... What did I just say? Nobody's safe or something. Everyone suffers more than others, but you aren't powerless. If you believe, keep this note and find the next one. The time next week, if you something, burn it. Tell anyone and I'll know. Don't be stupid. A friend. Right. So what was this? Someone who's threatening to blow the whistle on the place? What does this say here? Can you hear us? Can you something us?
Preston, you don't need to.
I just couldn't stand by and watch it happen anymore.
What are you saying?
I didn't know they would. I had no other choice. It happen anymore.
What are you saying?
I didn't know
Do this bit by bit. Release the what? Straps. Something the giant. Something the giant. Release the straps. Something the giant. Wow.
You let them. You let them. And you didn't think they would do something like this?
Oh, so, okay, so this guy started feeling bad because in the last video, you remember he was like, oh, this feels wrong, why are we doing this? And she was like, oh, what are you, some kind of man with feelings? What's wrong with you? You can't have feelings while working here. And he released them, obviously, and they just, like, massacred the place.
Joke. My God, how could you do that?
Not just me. There were others, and we all knew this wasn't right. I think you know that too.
No, don't try to rationalize it just because you got cold feet, because you couldn't stomach the work.
Oh, the work. The work was wrong.
It's
Yeah,
not that
the work
simple.
was wrong.
You were still a part of it as much as the rest of us. We were supposed.
Well, you're dead. GG's. What was that? Actually, hang on. I think, did I... never mind. I remember one of the chapters were, like, it was the woman in the school, right? Was that connected to the catnap one? Oh, wow, look at this. This is cool. Whoa! Who did they just bump into? Ooh. Is that a freaking Yeti? Who is that? Wow, there we go, guys. So I'm guessing this is all meant to be teasing. This is meant to be giving backstory on what's happening within the story in the background. I guess because maybe the game doesn't answer all the questions, so this kind of is a bit of filler, which is good. It's like in a way, Poppy Playtime is I wouldn't say it's ARG, but it is multiple. Like, to understand it, you have to go to multiple things. So that was interesting, guys. That was Mob Entertainment. Looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with the next chapter, even though I haven't played chapter 4. I know I played the catnap one. Hang on. Yeah, this one I didn't play. I didn't play this one here. But what was 3? That was catnap, right? Yeah, right. I remember beating, because I had that freaking boss battle at the end, didn't it? Where it was kind of like Fnaf in a way. I enjoyed that. That was pretty good. But I do need to play number 4. Maybe I could stream it. Who knows? We'll see in the future. But this leads us on, guys, to the last video here. And this is, I want to say, my comfort analog horror. Because it's not so much, I mean, it is scary. It is weird. Don't get me wrong. But I love the humanity that's poured into this over, like, just being like, oh, this is the apocalypse. And this is what's happening in the world. It's like, rather than seeing what's happening in the world, which we do see, obviously, what's happening in the world, we see what's happening in the world of the person, the mind of the person, how the isolation and, like, all that stuff affects the actual person. And it focuses on that. And maybe we'll see growth in that. And this is the Glennon Archives. That's the creator. And it's called I Don't Want to Get Better. Let's just jump into this. Let's just go. Just go. Look at that. Starting off strong, guys. Jeez.
I decided to come up north last night. Just to get away.
Yeah.
I actually found this place a while back, traveling from the city to Big House. I was thinking about my recovery today.
Recovery?
My recovery from bad habits, trauma, the grief. Just never feels like I'm doing enough for my own recovery.
Yeah.
Especially now than my current circumstances where I feel such a lack of security that I don't have time to spend addressing anything that's going on inside.
Right.
And now with the mirror of the other people gone, I don't know. I used to see people judging my habits and I'd feel this pressure. Now I gotta change something, but
yeah,
I can't. I don't want to. It's true, I don't want to. I wondered if anybody else felt that way ever.
No, that is really weird, actually, because I've been, and here's the thing, guys. When it comes to this creator's videos, I'm going to pause and reflect on what they say, because the videos definitely, and what he's saying, really resonate with me. And so I feel like I need to just give my opinion on what's being said. I've been recently having this thought, because I've been trying to get better as a person. And I've been a terrible person in the past. The things that I've done, the people that I've hurt, and any reasonable person would want to be like, yeah, we need to change that. We need to stop being like that. It's one of those things where, yeah, you want to stop hurting other people, but you have this thought in the back of your head where it's like, what if I'm just meant to be this way? What if I'm meant to be like this? Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's no excuse to be like, oh, I'll just continue hurting people. Like, no, I don't want to do that. That's the thing. I have this constant battle in my mind where it's like, you need to be better than this. You need to be better than this. But you always fall into the status quo, like I'm just who I am. Like, you look at other people and you think, I've just been dealt a bad cards. This is who I'm always going to be. You know, for the first 8 years of your life, it's important that you get molded into a certain person, because after that, it's hard to kind of get out of that. That's like coding, and you have to uncode that, and uncoding it and untangling all that takes years of therapy, to be fair. But yeah, I guess I've been having that feeling of, can I really change? Am I capable of actually changing. And I guess here's the thing, right? And I'm sorry that I'm rambling. You guys can just skip on ahead if you want, but I thought I would just give my thing here. I have been changing, you know, and I'm not saying that Christianity is like, oh, now I'm a perfect person. No, that's far from true. True Christianity is knowing that you are never going to be perfect. You're always going to fall short of what you're meant to be, because we live in a fallen world, and that's just how it is. But I've been going down that path. I've been trying to do different things, level up in different areas. So, you know, I'm learning the drums, I'm doing acting classes, I'm like going to church, meeting new people, socializing, all this. But something in the back of my head saying like, this, you're a phony, you're a fraud, you're a fake. Like, why are you doing this? Like, you're pretending to be something you're not. And it's just battling with that inner voice, which I now call the enemy, because that's not who I want to be. Sure, I have been that person. I'm not denying that at all. But to live there and to accept it is defeat in itself. And I think life is about evolving, you know, spiritually, mentally, physically. It's all about evolving. That's what I've been trying to do. But I'm also always reminded of things I've done in my past that just don't leave me, and they won't ever leave me, but it'll be a constant reminder to be like, we're not going back there, we're not doing that again. That's what I'm trying to do now anyway. So I understand where he's coming from with that. Thought I'd just give my opinion on that, but here we go.
You're addicted to something. I know it's hurting me and likely other people, but truthfully, I just don't want to stop.
Yeah.
To say that I don't want to stop.
It's like admitting you're a bad guy.
It's terrifying, you know? To say that to another person is terrifying because it doesn't feel acceptable to say. You know, the truth is, I'm in pain. It's not getting better.
Yeah.
And I don't want to work on it.
Well, yeah.
But it's the truth, and the truth is the truth. I don't want to stop.
Yeah, no, he's right. Like, in terms of we're kind of in this world where we're told to always self-improve, work on it, be better. And it's like, that's the societal norm. To be an acceptable member of society, you've got to work on yourself. But it can be exhausting. Like, self-improvement can be very exhausting. And it's hard to really put into words like he is. Because once you kind of say it, it's like, oh, so you're not willing to change. It's like, it's not that I'm not willing to change. It's that I've stopped caring about the thing that I'm wanting to change for. Maybe, or something like that. It's not true in my sense. Like, I am really trying to improve as a person. But like I said, the enemy finds its way back into the back of your head and tries to tell you like you're never going to change. And I guess from this standpoint, he's kind of accepted that.
I needed someone who could hear me say that, but I could never muster the courage. Because to admit that I don't want to stop something that is hurting me.
Yeah.
It opens me up for what I fear the most.
Which is? You're a bad person.
Being abandoned.
Being abandoned,
well. You know? It opens the door for somebody to finally say, you're right. You're not worth it if you don't behave. But what is behaving anyway? You know, not inconveniencing you.
Yeah.
Not inconveniencing other people. I mean, this is me. Now, I mean, you can argue that in the face of addiction that it's not you technically, but the fear that drives me to it is part of me. Whether that fear is real or made up. It's insane how I contorted myself. I twist myself into an acceptable version of myself for other people, everyone else. And who makes these ideals? These
Yeah.
expectations that we're judged by? Hollywood? Religion?
It is a very confusing one. The more you think about it, yeah, it's like, are we being good because it's morally the right thing to do? Or like, we've kind of been programmed to be like, you need to be this way, our society's not going to accept you. And you are forced into this box of like how you should be. And this isn't me saying, just do whatever you want, go hurt whoever you want, I think you should strive to be a better person, but I think that the pressure of people wanting you to be a better person or needing you to be a better person does make it exhausting.
General societal fear of repeating history? I don't know. I don't know. Of course, there are bad things out there.
Yeah.
Objectively, I can't imagine anyone agreeing with intentionally or overpowering someone or treating someone less than human. I don't. But then I think about the things that we call bad but aren't.
Like,
And I don't think death, a natural disaster, fit that category. Death isn't bad, it's just
it is.
unknown. It's just scary.
There's something in the
A
background.
natural disaster is just Earth doing its thing. It's not acting with bad intentions. It just is what it is. Anyway, all this makes me think of who I molded myself to be for other humans. Also that, God forbid, I wouldn't be abandoned and left for dead.
Yeah.
And look at me now. I mean, it happened anyway.
Which is a powerful statement to make.
I'm not so sure it matters anymore.
Spent his whole life doing something and becoming something to not be abandoned, only to end up abandoned anyway. And not in the sense that he meant, but literally like there's no one around anymore.
I mean, I don't have to be anything anymore. I don't have to be a man, whatever that means. I can cry anytime, anywhere. I can be afraid without the worry of what it says about me. Makes me wonder why I didn't allow myself to do it earlier.
Yeah. I'm just paying attention to the background as well, guys, in case there's one of those nesters.
Makes me wonder why I didn't just maybe pretend like people were gone all along. But then again, how can I learn to accept these things if no one is around to witness it? How can I be accepted for it and prove the fear wrong
If there's no one to prove
if
it
there's
to.
no one there?
Yeah, it's like if a tree falls in the woods and if no one's around, does it make a sound kind of thing.
I guess I'll just have to learn to accept it for myself.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what it's all about right there. Accepting it for yourself. Now, I'm not encouraging you to be a bad person, but I also don't encourage you to just put yourself into a box for the sake of social norms. I always encourage you, be yourself. As long as you're not hurting anybody physically, you should definitely be yourself. My God, what's going on? Good Lord. My throat, it's not letting me speak. But it is hard to do that when you are surrounded by that judgment in a way. You're forever reminded that's not who you should be, and you don't feel normal. And being normal means, smile at people and blah, 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 and be nice and stuff like that. And yeah, you should be nice to people, but if you're genuinely feeling a certain way, you shouldn't hide away those feelings just for the sake of maybe not inconveniencing other people. It's like, no, you know what? I'm feeling this way. I don't expect you to do anything about this. But me personally, I'm feeling this way. I just need to feel this out. I can't ignore this, because the more you bury that, the more it kind of turns into this desperation inside you. Like you feel like it's like you're fighting against yourself constantly to not be a bad person. I don't know. Oh, you can hear them.
Anyway, we got a nester. 2 o'clock, so
Let's have a look.
I'm gonna get out of here.
Oh, is
Before
it?
it catches me.
Before it catches you, what do they do when they catch you? This guy is just too chill for this world. Maybe he has, in a way, kind of been like, you know what, I don't care about these guys. Like that. Maybe he doesn't care about dying in a sense. Well, he obviously does because he escapes, but it's more so like, you know what, screw it. Whatever will be, will be. It's like, I wouldn't say that's really... Is that nihilism that he's explaining there? Let's search up nihilism. A philosophical viewpoint that rejects generally accepted or fundamental aspects of human existence, such as objective truth, knowledge, morality, values, or meaning. So yeah, I guess he is kind of a nihilistic of like, why do we conform? Do you know what I mean? I really enjoy that series. Like I see that personally whenever their videos come up, I see it as therapy. I don't watch the videos in my spare time because I obviously watch them here. So like in a way, when I react to them here, it's like mirroring. It's like therapy in a way where the questions or these statements get made, which have you thinking of your own personal kind of battles and stuff like that allow you to reflect on what they're saying. And I think that's really nice. But there we go, guys. That was the video. It's nice that this camera actually doesn't stop recording. I don't know if there is a stop. Maybe it just does it until it runs out of memory or battery. It's on 44% battery right now, so I don't... The old camera used to have like a plug that was just connected to the mains. But yeah, this one doesn't, so I've got like 3 batteries that I have charging at any time. Anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy this. If you did, be sure to go subscribe to all the creators that were linked, that will watch today. They will be linked in the description down below with the video accompanying them. So go check the videos out for yourself. Go subscribe, like, leave a nice comment. And yeah, that is where this video is going to end, guys. So I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, why not leave a like, rate, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. God bless, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.